안녕하세요. 저는 가나에서 온 한국에서 서울대학교 박사과정 생물공학과학부 전공 상월이라고 합니다. Hello everybody, my name is Samuel. I'm from Ghana and I'm currently doing my PhD studies here in South Korea in the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering. I am the CEO of Rheogreen, and then we seek to revolutionize the recycling of colored plastics. So just like other sustainable startup ventures, we wanted to pass on a very sustainable and eco-friendly meaning to our name. And so we started to look at our background and then how we can convey this particular idea to the public. And so I was on SNS one day and then I saw a post about the government initiatives on plastics. And then just later beyond, I liked the post. One of the staff contacted me through SNS and presented to me this whole program. And I said, okay, this is the right timing. And that is how I got to know about the program. So I'm actually very thankful to the staff. And then I will also thank me for my participation on these SNS updates as well. So just like any competition, the goal was to win, nothing else. But after going through the program and submitting to the course of the whole program, I realized that instead of winning, it was more about developing myself and then developing my team before developing our item. Yes, that would be a very difficult one to say. I would say, yes, I remember our mock IR pitching. That was something I will never forget. Because I was very confident that, okay, in my small room with my team, we had made up all our convincing bait and all that. And so we were very sure that we were up to the task. But when we got there, it was the first real hand experience with real investors standing in front of us, and we had to convince them for money. And so it was kind of a very good experience, that seeing the real world and how they provoked us on why they should give us money. So we had to think about it, go back to the drawing board, and then revamp our whole idea and then our whole business model as well. So it was one of a good experience for me and my team of what is outside in the real world. So I would like to advise other startup people that even though you are in your small room with all your ideas and confidence and everything, trust me, outside there is real war. And so you have to really, really, really prepare to be able to convince somebody to give you money or invest in your item. We as foreigners being able to be part of this competition was something that we could never dream, and we are very much so happy with it, because in there we're able to expand our network. We're able to see how the Korean startup economy ecosystem is, and then looking at all the startup incubators around, we're able to push ourselves more into see how the Korean economy and the Korean ecosystem works. We were able to, revamp our business model, develop it very well by one of the most, I think it's one of the key highlights of the program, and that is the mentorship. So the Korean Entrepreneurship Foundation, sorted for us very competent mentors. That these are mentors that are all over the world, in Korea, outside of Korea, and so their experience was much diverse, that they were able to coach us and guide us. But I would say that it wasn't much of a big problem, because the organizers tried as much as possible to provide all content in English. But I would say that we are in Korea, and so you should know some Korean if you want to have a startup here. It's kind of like an additional card you can get to promote yourself. That's quite a difficult one. Okay, so to my fellow foreigners out there, I would say know the language. Yes, know the language, because coming in as a foreigner, you already have we have that you might not know some Korean, and so it might be difficult for you. But if you come in with a surprise, 안녕하세요, 네, 저는 반갑습니다, you give in that first impression, they will be like, oh, this guy is different. And that is that first impression that will carry you throughout the program. So I think, though I said that the language is not a problem, but I believe that if you know the language, is a very good impression that you can give towards this. And if you know the language, please come on board, and trust me, you are going all the way to the top. And we want to produce an eco-friendly system that recycling would have no question under these sustainable goals of reusing chemicals to be able to remove colors from plastics. So we are going in for the established eco-friendly way of removing colors from colored plastics in order to enhance recycling. 3 words. Thank you. Gamsamida, kumapsimida. This was a very good program that we would never, ever forget in our life. Thank you, and thank you very much for this opportunity. And we hope to see ourselves good out of this program with very good results, to enable to make you proud of the good work you have done. Thank you once again. Gamsamida. Sesanil Pakinin Hyokshin. Go Startup.